Hello and welcome, it's Deborah from Attic Lane and you're at day 2 of my 12 Cards of Christmas series. I'm going to be sharing as many different techniques and creative ideas as I can pack into each of these short daily videos, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to make sure you don't miss anything. These are some of the things we're going to use for today's card. And I will provide links to all the things that I use below the video. I've got a piece of grey top folding base card and I've got a piece of white card that is cut slightly smaller than that grey card, and I'm going around the border with Versacolour Seafoam. I've got a piece of white card that's cut slightly smaller and I'm gluing that into position on top of my seafoam bordered card. I've mentioned in previous videos that you don't need to carry a great deal of different coloured cardstock. If you've got ink pads you can make your own colours, and that's exactly what I'm doing here now. I'm using the same colour as I used to make my border to run over some plain white card, just enough space so that I can cut out a number of snowflakes. I'm going to use a nice large stamp from Neat and Tangled. This is called Hello Winter. I've got some parchment paper in my stamp positioning tool and I'm inking that up with sky blue Versacolour ink. I'm going to cover the panel in all of the words from that stamp set. I'm going to set that aside to dry, and now I'm going to move on to cutting out my die. This is a winter die from Neat and Tangled as well, and I've cut it from some sparkly silver paper. I'm going to run a small line of glue just across the top of the parchment piece of paper, and I'm going to glue that onto my seafoam bordered card. I've got some silver twine and I'm going to tie that in a little bow on the top left of my card. And I won't glue this in place on the top, I have another plan for the reverse of this card. I've got some double-sided adhesive tape and I'm going to stick that on the reverse of my card, making sure that I capture the twine so that it doesn't move as well. And now I've got my quickie glue pen, I'm going to add some glue to the reverse of my winter die cut sentiment and I'm going to position that on my card. I've kept the negative space cut out from the silver glitter card because that will help me just make sure I've positioned it in the right place. I'm just going to pop that negative space over the top so that I can make sure everything is in the right place before I finally put my stamp block on top of it and make sure it's adhered properly to the card. For the snowflakes, I decided in the end to use 2 snowflakes rather than 4, and I've used my quickie glue pen to add a little bit of glue to these very fine detailed snowflakes. I'm going to put a little bit on the back just in the centre, then I'm going to slide it underneath my silver bow and glue it into position. And with that my card is finished. So I'm going to leave you with some music and some close-ups of today's card, and I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Please join me tomorrow.